Hello, it's me. I'm Pixel, and here with me there's Offie.
Hi. It's just been 2 weeks, but it feels like I don't know,
A
a
bajillion
lifetime
years.
ago.
It's been 3,000 years.
3,000 years.
Yes, hi,
Yes.
Mikhail.
Hi. Hi. So, today is not Monday.
Today is not Monday. Okay. Oh, yeah, of course. I have to say that. Today is not Monday. And there is Umineko. Last
Prepare for
time,
scarf and
all
make
the
it double.
time that we did that, we did not Umineko on the Monday. There were a lot of scuff. So you know that it's gonna happen. I know that it's gonna happen. I cannot do anything about it. It's gonna be out of my control. So let's just deal with it. If it happens, it just happens.
Let's embrace the scarf.
Embrace the scuff like every other time.
Yes,
I
but today
swear,
especially.
I swear, if it happens, I swear, my connection is working. I haven't had a single problem for on my connection in 2 weeks, because last time of this I never got a single problem in the last 2 week streams, not a single one. And also, yesterday I downloaded the entirety of Silent Hill F in 2 hours, so it cannot be my connections.
Okay, I'm just gonna say that I downloaded the same game in 30 minutes, so I definitely do not have any problems right now.
Yeah. Okay, so
Hopefully.
I'm looking at you, OBS. Yes, you're there.
You're there.
I'm looking at you.
Hey, you're finally awake. Is OBS okay?
No, it's okay. I'm just looking.
Are you staring at OBS?
I'm staring at
menacingly?
OBS like this.
I'm looking at you.
Okay. So, now that we
last time
established the rules.
You know the rules, and so do I.
Exactly. Now that we established the rule, we can have a little recap of what happened last time. Also, because I don't remember very well everything that happened. I remember that basically Rosa said, "Hey, Beatrice shouldn't be alive." And
Yeah.
everyone else is she's probably gonna be or one, the options are two, or she's very old or she's dead. So whoever says that is Beatrice could be like a daughter, a descendant, or whatever,
Yes.
a relative. And then she goes, no, not because of that, it's because I killed her.
I killed her.
And
Okay,
everyone was like, what?
So last time in Umineko, there was a huge discussion amongst the adults, and it was all of that. It was 2 hours and something of live, and it was just the adults talking amongst each other and basically saying, "Oh yeah, we need to fight back. She probably wants to acquire the family had
The family name, basically, the headship.
and she wants to give us money because stuff.
And then
no, she can't do that because she's way too intelligent. But why does she want to do all of this?" And then the topic became, "Oh yeah, she must be extremely old or dead or a relative." And Rosa was like, "Yeah, no, she shouldn't be alive. I killed her."
Yeah. And then there was also the fact that, well, if she really wants it, I mean, yeah, I know I want it and all of that, but if she gave us enough money, maybe,
a lot of money right now. Who wants the family
I mean,
chip
the
anymore?
family name in the end is not that
Nothing.
important.
Yeah, I would sell the Shiromiya name to get
Yeah, I
Daichi
would
gave me
sell my
enough
mother
money.
for money. Yes, I would. Even my
Yeah.
sons, of
No,
course.
not George. George is too
Not
precious.
George, but I
Not
mean,
George. No.
I believe I can see Rosa selling Maria at the first good offer.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
that I could see it happen. Definitely something that could happen. Hi Astra, hello.
So, hi.
Thank you for the alert.
Basically, nothing else happened.
Yeah,
It was the
yeah.
entire conversation. And I was waiting for Rosa to come up
And
and
say,
say, oh
hey,
yeah,
you
I
know
killed
what?
her.
I killed Beatrice, and you're telling me like that, okay? And then there is what I suppose flashback. I think
Flashback?
at this
Yes.
point.
Beatrice.
Beatrice.
Immediately like that. Okay, that's a good start.
Yes.
先ほどから呼んでおる。
Yeah, no, we noticed, dude. Don't worry. We noticed that you've been calling. I think even the dads
Even in
heard
the
that
presentation. You've been calling her name for quite a long time.
for 2 entire chapters.
聞こえなんだか、
そうであったか、すまぬ。ぼんやり考え事をしていた。許せ。
良い天気だな。なるほど。陽気に心を奪われるのもわかるというもの。紅茶はここで飲むか？
わらわは何者なのか。
Eh?
今紅茶を持ってくる。
Okay. Ignoring the question. Okay, I see.
待て。
紅茶は良い。わらわの話に付き合え。
よかろう。
Kinzo had used the excuse of getting black tea to try and interrupt the conversation for the time being. But this attempt had been very transparent. I sat in a garden chair and beckoned Kinzo to do the same.
Beatrice POV. Okay.
Ole! Kinzo sat down heavily, exaggerating his age. For a while, we sat and appreciated the silence.
わらわは何者なのか。この問いに。今日まで答えてくれた者はおらぬ。
Is it me or in this section the voice is a little bit low compared to the music?
I think her way of speaking is just calmer than
Yeah,
usual.
could be.
なぜか皆目をそらし、はぐらかす。そなたとは長い仲だ。わらわはそなたを無二の友であり、そして父ですらあると思っておる。だから、どうか教えてほしい。そなたは知っているはずだ。
She also sounds a lot younger, actually.
わらわが何者であるかを。
なぜにそのようなことが気に。そなたはベアトリーチェ、この屋敷の主ではないか。それ以上の何を知りたいというのか。
わからぬ。
That's a new sprite.
なんだ。
That was a new sprite.
Yeah.
何が知りたいのか自分でもわからぬというのか。それは不可解な。若き日には出口なき思考の迷路にて遊びたくなることもある。そなたの悩みもそれであろう。
Kinzo laughed as though it was a trivial matter. However, I couldn't help but feel that this behavior was another attempt to force me to stop any further questioning.
やはりそなたもそれを語ってはくれぬのか。
語ることなど何もない。そなたは ベアトリーチェだ。それで十分ではないか。
Apparently not.
いや違う。わらわが知りたいのは名前ではない。わらわが何者なのか。
In a more philosophical way, maybe?
何でいつからここにいて、そしていつまでここで日々を過ごせばよいのか。
やはり紅茶を持ってこよう。せっかくの陽気がもったいないとは思わぬか。
これは何の話だ。どうやらお前の昔話のようだが。
そのようだな。まさかここまで遡るとは。
自分は誰なのかとはまたえらく高尚な悩みをお持ちのようじゃねえか。
無理もないわ。当時のわらわは自分が何者なのか、何のために生きているのかを理解できなかった。
ま、誰でも思春期自分の生きる意味とは何ぞやみたいな哲学的な悩みに一度は囚われるものさ。お前にもそんな微笑ましい時期があっただけという話だろ。
What did you say?
And just once.
Just once, yeah. I mean, at least once. So yeah.
わらわは生まれた時から、そして屋敷の中だけで生きた。もちろん庭には出られたが、敷地はとても高い柵で囲まれており、また出てはならないと厳しく言われておった。わらわはな、屋敷と庭は自由に歩け、その外へは自らの意志ではたった一歩出ることさえ叶わなかったのだ。
そりゃどういう意味だよ。物心ついた時からずっとカゴの鳥だったって言いたいのか。
そういうものだと思っていた。何しろ気づいた時からそういう生活だったからな。疑問にも思わなかった。
お前一体何者なんだ。
それよ。
Yeah, I mean,
それこそ
makes sense.
望んだものだ。
どうせ人間ではなくて魔女でしたって言いやがるんだろ。
いや違う。まだ違う。いや、かつてそうだったと言うべきか。わらわは金蔵によって作られた。人間によって作られた人間だ。
Eh?
I am waiting.
いや、肉でできた檻とでも言う。
なんだよそりゃ。
Yeah, that's my actual reaction.
妙な話を言い出しやがって。
No,
Shouldn't you say something?
Yeah.
You should say something.
I should say something.
Apa, Cruz?
No, because she said human. She specifically said human.
Okay.
She specifically said human, so no, that's not the case.
どうせそなたは信じぬだろうがな。まずは聞け。わらわは1000年を経た偉大なる魔女であった。
Yeah, that we knew.
しかしある時、金蔵によって呼び出され、その秘術にて永遠の虜となるよう縛られたのだ。
そりゃ初耳だぜ。後ろ宮家で知られてる話では、お前はじい様に呼び出されて悪魔の契約みたいなのを結んで黄金を授けたってことになってるぜ。
うん。それは正しい。そしてわらわは黄金を授け、契約。しかしまあモテる女の辛いことだな。金蔵はこともあろうか、わらわに恋をした。
Okay, that was clear.
じい様も金眼が進んでたんだろうよ。
God damn it, Butler.
ついでに乱視だな。
Oh, also,
より
okay.
によってお前に惚れるとはよ。
まあわらわにとっては迷惑このしかし人間の力とは恐ろしいものであれは恐ろしい力を発揮してわらわが首を縦に振らぬ限り解放せぬと言って
Well, that's a little bit too much.
強引な男よ。
すげえじゃねえかよ。大魔女ベアトリーチェ様を釘付けにするほどの力があったとはな。へっ、バカバカしい。そんなおかしな話信じると思うか。
やはり信じぬか。
俺が信じるのはお前が森の中の秘密屋敷に隠居していたって事実だけだ。お前こそが
Oh, okay, so the mansion is actually in the forest. Okay.
いかにもそなたの想像通り。
Okay, it is confirmed. Okay.
外界からは見つけることもかなわぬ隠し屋敷。その名も
クワドリアン。
Nine Birds Retreat.
There's been a time. I think I already met all of you. Question mark. I think I'm pretty sure. Where I was basically fangirling that I was trying to recreate a Kuwadorian in Animal Crossing.
Ah, okay.
and I had a little retreat hidden in the back of my island. And
Ah.
I basically built it as a cage with gold ingots in there and a bed.
Ah, okay. That's actually a cool idea for the Animal Crossing island, because it's also an island in the game, even in Umineko. So
exactly.
it's actually cool. A cool idea.
そういや、ゲストハウスの正しい名はトライアンだって聞いたな。
Tora Bird?
No,
No,
I don't think.
No, that would be Tori. No, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be bird, yes.
No, Tora is tiger.
No.
No.
Tiger is Taiga.
Tora is something. I don't remember. It's another.
Wait.
It's an animal or something.
Wait.
I'm
Wait,
sure
wait,
that
wait,
Tora
wait.
is something, but I don't remember what.
We have a dictionary. Let's use it.
My phone is charging.
Wait. Tora is also tiger. Apparently.
Ah, okay. It was something. I remembered something. It was. So.
Yeah.
So there's like two ways of saying tiger.
Let me look up tiger. Tora?
Uh-huh.
I thought it was tiger. Oh, there's also tiger. Taiga.
Okay, but I think taiga is the English
Also, yes.
thing. Your beloved Umineko. Hi, Leah Cherry, welcome.
Hi.
We're in chapter 3.
Yeah, also it. Torayan. What happens if I write Torayan in there? Torayan.
You can try.
No. I got trial and error.
Well, then no. I'd
No.
say.
No.
It's pretty cool, actually. I am going blind in the game, and Ofi is the expert up here.
I'm not really an expert, but I'm really passionate about this game.
She's the expert.
I'm not an expert.
She's the expert. Trust me, she's the expert. She's just too modest to say that. She's the expert.
Yeah.
なるほど。
So, okay.
ネーミングセンスは近いな。
You want to say something?
No.
Okay.
そしてお前はそこに隠居していたじい様の愛人。そうだな。
愛人というのは正しくない。金蔵の片思いであったと言うべきだろう。 先ほども話したであろう。あれが勝手にわらわに惚れた。そしてわらわに求愛したが、それをわらわは拒んだ。そしてわらわをこの隠し屋敷へ閉じ込めた。
But isn't this mentioned the one where she was living when she was younger?
In the beginning of the chapter,
In the
when
beginning.
she was really, in the beginning, when when she was really small, and we saw this mention, and Beatrice talking with her teacher.
Yeah.
Yes,
So she was living here, I suppose.
I was about to say a name I'm not supposed to say yet.
Okay, okay. One of your favorite story, Ready to Ice, and met Yukishi as well. Oh, wow. Yeah, I am enjoying it for now. Yeah.
いや、屋敷に閉じ込めたというのは正しくないか。この体に閉じ込めたというべきか。
最後が何を言ってるのかわかんねえぜ。
どうせそなたはバカにして聞かぬであろう。何しろ魔女も魔法も信じぬという。語れど聞く耳を持たぬというならば、それを口にするは愚の骨頂だ。
信じるかどうかは俺が判断するぜ。聞かなきゃ話も進まねえしな。話せよ。お前の昔話を。
金蔵はわらわに求愛を拒まれたが、それ式でへこたれる男ではない。
Also, I would like to pinpoint that this man was also married, but okay.
どうあってもわらわの首を縦に振らせたかった。わらわをこの屋敷へ閉じ込め、わらわを口説き落とそうと永遠の時間を費やしたのだ。
強引なやつだな。しつこい男は嫌われるだろ。
求愛に応えるかどうかは別にして、男をそこまで必死にさせるのは、まあ女としてそう不愉快。
Yeah, but maybe a little bit too much. I mean,
しかしわらわ
A
は
little.
決して首を縦には振らなかった。なんとかその戒めから逃れようとしたが、あれの結界は強固で破れなかった。
それで
さまざまな抵抗を試みた結果、金蔵の結界から逃れるには肉の体を捨てるほかないという結論。肉体というものは魔法を語る上でとても制約の多い器なのだ。
肉の体を捨てる？なんだよそれ。幽体離脱みたいなものか？
まあそんなものと考えればよい。しかしわらわは精霊で魔女ではあっても、もともとは肉の体で生まれ落ちた人間。
this is gonna be very complex, I bet.
その
Okay.
わらわにとって肉体を捨てるということ、死を意味するほどではないにしても、それに準ずる覚悟が必要だ。
Okay.
それはつまり自殺することでしか解放されないと決意した。
自殺ではあくまでも肉の体を捨てるだけのことだ。もちろん魂だけになるのは心もとない。それによって吹き散らされないように自らを維持するのは、わらわとてできることなら避けたい最後の手段。しかし金蔵の結界から逃れるにはそれしかなかったのだ。何しろわらわは自由人。金蔵の生が果てるまでカゴにて飼われるのはごめんというもの。
I couldn't see this stuff Beato kept going on about throwing away your body of flesh as anything more than suicide. Grandfather persistently courted her, and to escape from that, she chose her own death?
それで自殺したってのか？何を言ってやがる。当のお前は そこでのんびりガーデンチェアに腰掛けてるじゃねえか。
そうだ。それこそが金蔵によって与えられた
Okay,
新たな檻だったのだ。
so whose body did he use?
No answers to that.
Because I mean, it's not. She said human, so it's the body of someone already existing.
檻？この屋敷のことか。
違う。そこのガーデンチェアにてくつろぐわらわの体のことだ。金蔵は魂となって抜け出そうとしたわらわをそれでもなお逃すつもりはなかったのだ。いやいや恐ろしいやつ。普通は片思いの女が死んでみせれば100年の恋も冷めるであろうに。
Yeah, normally, apparently it was very normal.
Kinzo is not normal for sure.
Yeah.
魔術師の端くれなのか。
I wonder how he got like a granddaughter with a never virgin granddaughter. How, I wonder. Thank you for the alert, Mikhail.
さっぱりわからねえ魔女っ子トークで煙に回っつまりなんだってんだ。
金蔵は魂となったわらわ。
Oh, so the butterflies are dead. Okay.
人間の思いというやつはこれほどまでの魔力を発揮する。
Oh, I just realized. That's why they say Beatrice is the master of the night. Because during the days there's the sun winds and stuff. So she cannot really appear like that, probably. Could be a way.
The way that I read this in the beginning, but this is why I also wanted to do a second gameplay. The way I read this it was just there is a lot of things to watch out generally when you're just a soul with no body.
Yeah,
So
okay.
sun, meaning stuff.
Oh,
I'm not too sure if it's just that
that sounded very very direct though.
Specific.
It sounded very specific also because she said the winds coming from the sun, like it's like saying like the sun radiations.
Like just the light.
Could be. It could be.
I mean, I do like it as an interpretation.
It's also probably how can I say that? It's also probably referencing something in Japanese folklore, definitely.
It could be.
Because there is stuff like that in Japanese folklore. It could be not specific like that, but there is influence of sun, moon, and stuff like that, of course, like in all the different folklores in the world. But yeah, could be definitely that.
それを専門に弓道する魔術師でもおいそれと至れぬ境地よ。わらわはそれを知るからこそ金蔵の恐るべき魔力にその時初めてそして金蔵はわらわの魂を捕まえ、だが魂を捉えておく檻は鉄でただ一つを除いて。
なんだよ。魔法の檻だとでも言い出す。
Oh wait, could it be that the body was Kinzo's actual wife?
We don't know, but let's think about this though. If he used his wife's body to do this, all of
Yeah, I mean
how
the rest of the
he
family would say,
generate
"Hey, where's my mother?" Yeah, okay.
Where's mom? And also Rosa saying, "Oh yeah, I killed mom."
Yeah,
No.
but I mean, yeah, the aspect is still the one of Beatrice, so check that could. Oh well, we'll see.
違う。わらわやそなたのようなこの肉の体だ。肉と血でできた檻だけが魂をこの世につなぎ止める。金蔵はわらわの魂をわらわと瓜二つに作り上げた肉の檻に再び。
Built to be exactly like me.
じい様がしつこく求愛するんで嫌になり自殺したが。
Twitch is more lagging than YouTube.
Beatrice.
But that's I have no lost frames, but I think that's just how normally Twitch is. And that's it.
Could be.
Could be. Let me just give it a check, just to be sure.
Yeah.
Just to be 100% sure. Looks normal to me. Looks very normal to me. So I don't know. Whatever. I think that's just how Twitch it is. I suppose you're the same cherry as the one you that was on YouTube. I think, right?
うまく死にきれなかったってことだろう。まりくどい言い方しやがってからに。
That's
いや違う。
That's a way of saying, interpreting,
わ
probably.
らわはホムンクルスの種子に魂を閉じ込められ。
Ole.
I knew it! I knew. Okay, I was right. I was right. Good. I was right from the start. I knew it. I knew it.
I asked if you wanted to say it. You didn't want to say it.
I actually was expecting something worse. Actually using someone, an actual person, and not a constructed body.
So are you
I
trying
knew
to say
that there was this step.
Canon are homunculi as well?
I mean, at this point, it's basically saying that. Basically, it's from chapter, I think, 1 that
One. Yes.
that people say, "Oh yeah, I am furniture," and then there was basically saying, "Oh yeah, the furniture made by Kinzo is very well made." So, I mean, and now Omungsun comes out of nothing, so it's definitely that. Or something relative to that, but still, I was right. Yes. I was right. I knew it. By the way,
試験管の中より生まれ入れたのだ。
はあ？バカバカしい。
Uh-huh.
そんなのあるわけねえだろ。
生命を生み出す奇跡すらも金蔵は成し遂げたのだ。わらわの魂を閉じ込める檻にするためだけにな。己の恋心だけでこれほどの魔力を見せるとは。つくづく恐ろしいやつよ。
ああ、もうさすがにバカバカしくなってきたぜ。好きなだけ言ってろってんだ。俺は何も信じねえぜ。勝手にやってやがれってんだ。
okay.
なんだその不愉快な態度は。
最初は何か重大なヒントが隠されているだろうと多少の興味を示した。聞けば聞くほどおかしな話になっていく魔女を否定するゲームのはずなのに、いつの間にか魔女話を鵜呑みにさせられていく気がするぜ。
That's okay. You can stay on YouTube. Don't worry. Ah, you're outside. That's what. That's why. Okay, it makes sense then. But yeah, you can stay on YouTube. That's not a problem at all.
悪いがこれ以上耳を貸す気はねえな。
Dual streaming is there for a reason.
勝手に好きなだけほざいてろよ。耳クソでもほじってるからよ。
God damn it, Butler.
Okay. Kind of disgusting, but okay.
When I started acting cold, Beatus seemed unusually discouraged. Of course, her expression was still shameless.
Ah, that's okay. You can use it next time when you're not on your phone. Don't worry. Sorry, I'm answering chat.
No, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay. Of course, her expression was still shameless, but in that really easy to understand expression of hers. I had the feeling I was able to catch a glimpse of loneliness at my failure to find the story of her past interesting. For some reason, that subtle reaction made her seem pitiful. So even though I kept my careless attitude, I decided to cover for her slightly. Damn it, even though she's an irritated witch, I'm still weak against her because their chromosomes are XX.
Okay.
God damn it, Butler.
To be fair,
ま、信じる気はもう
is an adolescent. It makes sense. Nothing else to say.
続けろよ。お茶菓子代わりに聞いてやるぜ。
わらわの身の上話が茶化扱いとはな。そこまでこき下ろされてまでのこのこ語ると思うか？
Yes.
After I made fun of her, Beato reacted a little sensitively. It looked like even though making fun of people was a specialty, she was horrible at making fun of her of being made fun of by others. Just then, my black teacup suddenly made a sound surprising me.
お嬢様の魂は捕らえられ、新しい生命の檻に吹き込まれました。それはつまり、お嬢様が再び人間として生を受けたということです。
Okay. That
Before I realized it, sorry.
I would just want to say, well, she said that already, but okay.
Yes. She is trying to help.
Yeah, I see.
That's why I love Ronove so much. Before I realized it, the demon butler had taken my cup and was adding more black tea to it.
ロノウェ、もうその話はこやつはバカバカしくて危険と言うでな。わらわもバカバカしくて話す気にもならぬ。
Oh, okay.
新しいクッキーを今、焼かせているところでございます。それまで、お茶菓子代わりに、お嬢様の昔話がちょうどいいかと思い。
もうわらわの話は良いというのに。揃って不愉快な奴らだ。わらわは席を外すぞ。ロノウェ、給仕を済ませたらとっとと下がるのだぞ。バトラと無駄話などするでないぞ。
かしこまりまし。努力いたします。
Beato's short temper peculiar to women, which I didn't really understand, took hold of her, and she turned her body into gold butterflies, scattered and disappeared. After that, only Ronove and the scent of black tea were left.
It's definitely gonna talk with Butler. Even if
Of
she said no.
of
Because
course.
he do whatever the fuck he wants. It's
Yes.
very clear that he's like that.
Ronove in a nutshell.
俺が怒らせたみたいで気分が悪いぜ。
Poor Bello. Yeah, I kind of feel bad about her, but also you have to think about all the other things she did. So
Yeah.
ご自覚があられるようですので、これ以上申し上げることはございませんよ。
ちょっと待てよ。とどめを刺したのはお前だろうが。
me? No.
はって、
No.
何のことや。お砂糖とミルクはいかがですか？
Ah, yeah, change argument, of course.
ミルクだけでいいぜ。あと、お茶菓子も欲しいな。
クッキーが焼けるにはまだ時間がかかりますよ。
チャカの代わりがあるって言ったぜ。
かしこまりました。ご清聴をいただけるのでしたら。
Ah, okay, of course.
ホムンクルスがなんとかって一応は知ってるぜ。あれだろ？錬金術だかで作り出せ人造人間のことだろ？
はい。お嬢様の魂はホムンクルスに閉じ込められ、しかし赤子でございますから、金蔵様が愛を語ろうともそれは無駄なこと。
まさかじい様はその赤ん坊をこの隠し屋同じ年に成長するまで閉じ込めたってのか？
はい、そのまさかでございます。しかし
Ole.
魂は同じといえど、人間の魂はその器に強く影響を受けます。
So, okay.
お嬢様はかつての記憶をすべて失われ、ごく
Ah,
普通の人間の少女として成長されました。
So this is the scene at the beginning.
it's in the beginning.
Mm-hmm. When she was a baby.
Ah, that.
Yes.
Wait a moment, though. So she wasn't. So she still doesn't remember before that?
She didn't know who she was or why she was in there, basically, right? We have this whole scene where she didn't know anything. And since basically Kinzo trapped her soul in an homunculus, she didn't know anything until blank.
Okay, yes. The thing is, when she was literally meant so, but wait, I am confused because the scene at the beginning of chapter 3 was when she
Yes.
was growing in the mansion.
Yes.
So, what about the other Beatrice then? Who the heck is she? And also, that means she wasn't a witch before?
She wasn't a witch before. She told you. She was just a human.
How? But then how did? Ah, it was all Kinzo that making her. So when she died the first time, not when Rosa said she killed her, before. This is very confusing. Okay.
It is confusing.
Before the homunculus thing, okay, she was just a soul, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So she wasn't a witch before when she died the first time. Okay, but what about the gold then? The gold was after this thing?
Okay. The timeline. I'm going to attempt to say the timeline without spoiling anything.
And also, no, yeah, say that after.
From what we know, Beatrice started out as a witch who gave the gold to Kinzo.
Yeah.
All of that happened. He tried to imprison her, couldn't. She committed suicide somehow. She got her soul and trapped it in a body, in an homunculus body, who grew up from a baby to an adult. And then stuff happened.
Okay, so she was a witch even before.
Apparently, question mark.
So she like
From what we
learned.
know,
So she
yes.
like learned magic twice.
Maybe. We don't know how this kind of magic works. Also, she forgot everything when she was an homunculus.
Yeah, that's
She
what
didn't
that's
know
what I
she
mean.
was-
She didn't know who she was, but that means she learned magic again, because before she was a witch, and of course she must have known magic at that point.
It's confusing.
It is confusing. Basically, when you make a new character and it doesn't know anything, but they do learn some traits again.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, yeah. You could say, yeah, okay, so she wasn't called Beatrice before, or she was? And then if she was, who the heck is the other Beatrice? Why are they called the same?
See you in a little bit. See you in a little bit.
Could it be herself, and there's like time travel? Just to get things even more confusing?
No, okay, no, I'm gonna say that. No. It's confusing by itself.
Okay.
There's
no need for
need
time
for
travel.
that.
Okay.
No, there's no need for that.
Because at that point I said, okay, at this point, let's add even that to the mix. Okay.
No. There's no need for that. It's not Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, I mean, what is confusing me? If let's call her teacher, or else I'll go crazy.
Teacher, yes.
Okay, if the teacher is Beatrice's teacher,
Sure.
of course, but she's also called Beatrice. Before she was reborn as an homunculus, was she still called Beatrice or not?
We don't know.
So it could. Well, we don't really. I mean, the legend could have become the name of the legend. Could have appeared later, so it could be.
Yes, it's a bit later.
Okay, yeah. Beatrice before was the Golden Witch. The homunculus was Beatrice as a human. It could have been that before she was just the Golden Witch. Could be. It would make sense. Okay, it's a little bit more clear now. Okay, we can continue.
Sorry, sometimes I avoid explaining too much.
No. It's okay. I understand you don't want to give spoilers, and I actually don't want spoilers.
Okay.
The thing is, this stuff is confusing.
Yeah. It's just that since it's so confusing, especially in this point, I'd rather avoid saying something I shouldn't.
No, that's okay.
Okay.
はい。その通りでございます。 まさに瓜二つに成長なされました。
Dark Wells as well opinion. No, that's okay, thank you.
しかし、魔女としての力は持ち合わせておりません。悪魔でも人間としてのお嬢様なのです。
Then what happened?
Beato was sitting in the garden chair, looking up at the sky, voiced the same question again. She asked who she was.
Oh, could it be that like she's feeling that something is wrong or something like that?
Yes. The meaning of those words was finally starting to click. She couldn't understand why she was living here all locked up. Grandfather had seized Beatrice's soul, shut it up in a body of flesh, and then shut that up in a hidden mansion.
Okay. It's
However,
it's a box within a box, basically. Yeah.
Yes. Since she had lived here since the time of her birth, she couldn't even understand who she was. Or why she lived shut up in there. Wait. Who would take such a stupid story seriously?
Ah, don't ask me.
Why don't I change my interpretation? In other words, couldn't it be something like this? Grandfather met Beatrice. He then fell in love with her and courted her, but she didn't accept him. Then he flew into a rage and shut her up inside this hidden mansion. Beatrice tried to escape, but no matter what she did, she couldn't succeed. So she finally chose her own death. And then, no. Maybe there was a girl who looked just like Beatrice. No, a baby. Grandfather raised this child with care. But maybe he didn't view this child as his daughter. The soul was once again shut up in a cage of flesh. Those words probably meant that he didn't view this kid as her child, but as her reincarnation. Maybe that's what he meant.
It actually reminded me of a story of Japanese folklore. Basically, it's kind of the opposite, but basically there's this story of these, I think was a shogun or someone important. And to escape destiny, basically he found the, the red string thing.
Oh, yes, it's the red string of fate.
The red string of fate that goes from your pinky finger to the pinky finger of the person that you're destined to be with. Okay? So he managed to understand who was the person he was destined to be. And to escape destiny, he killed that woman.
Ah.
The thing is, the woman was reborn, and in the end, he was still together with that soul, because it was the same soul reborn in another body, and so he couldn't escape that destiny. It reminds me of something like that. It's a little bit, maybe it's a little bit inspired, I don't know.
Sounds like it's similar in a way.
It's the opposite, of course, because it's in the opposite sense, but it could be.
If you interpret it that way, even a story this weird might make a little sense. No. This might be some bullshit Beato cooked up to confuse me. As if I could accept any of this. In the first place, Kuwadorian, was it? There's no proof whatsoever that a hidden mansion actually existed.
I mean, good luck finding a mansion hidden in a huge forest on an island where basically nothing is there, so...
Kuwadorian, the second mansion hidden somewhere in location.
Could be, the word magic is confusing. Yeah, I see.
Couldn't this be something she just fabricated on the spot?
Honestly, it looks too complex to be fabricated on the spot, so...
六軒島の森の中
Ah,
には
okay.
クワドリアンという隠し屋
Red
敷が
Truth.
実在します。
Let's
Okay.
go.
それが今話をしていた場所です。
That was not in red though.
赤
Runaway used the red to say that Kuwadorian actually existed. Did that mean the same thing as the red Beato used?
これでも悪魔の端くれでございますので、お嬢様には内緒にしてくださいね。
Beato, who knew I would try to trip her up, had grown extremely cautious when using red. To think that Runaway could also use the red. However, it was the red of a crafty man. I didn't know how far I could accept it. But anyway, I might be able to get some kind of hint out of it.
このクワドリアンの庭でくつろいでるベアトとさっきのじい様との会話は真実なのか？
はい、真実です。かつて実際にこの場所でお二人はこのような会話をなされました。
助かるぜ。さらに赤で頼む。あいつホムンクルスから生まれたなんて言いやがって、そんな非科学的な魔法的存在実在するのか？
Well, one could interpret an homunculus like a clone or something in the end. More or
そ
less.
の問いかけにはお答えで、理由は
Eh,
ステイルメイトに
Yeah,
なる
of
からで
course.
ございます。
ステイルメイトなんだそりゃ。
チェスの用語で千日手のパーフェシュアルと同様に
You you popped you popped out for
oh, what the
like a second. I don't know.
The red was too strong.
Yeah.
それ以上のゲーム進行が不可能になる宣言です。これは千日手とは正反指し手がなくなるある種の手詰パー
I see,
フェシュアル
okay.
に応じてチェスではこれを引きはただしお嬢様とバトラ様のゲームでは引きはですのでステイルメイトになる質問には赤でお答えすることができないのです。
よくわからねえこと言って煙に巻いてるが。つまりホムンクルスなんて魔法的存在が実在するって赤で言えないからごまかしてるだけなんだろ？
仮に私が赤で魔女は実在する
Well, at that point it's game over. So
それを信じるか信じないかで俺たちは大喧嘩してるんじゃねえかよ。それを言われちまったら身も蓋もゲームオーバーだ。
Exactly.
yeah.
魔女は存在すると赤で申し上げたならしかしバトラ様はその理由が示されない以上それを受け入れないでしょう。しかし
Ah, okay, yeah.
以上反論の余地もなく証拠も示されない。この場合バトラ様敗北を認められないにもかかわらず反論の手がなく手詰まりとなってしまいます。チェックメイトされていないにもかかわらず次なる指し手が存在しない。バトラ様が次の一手を打てない以上ゲームはそこで永遠に止まってしまう。その結果お嬢様があなたを屈服させることもできない。
Mm.
これが手詰まりの状態です。それを回避するためこのような形になるご質問には赤でお答えすることが。
早い話が身も蓋もない質問は禁止だとそう言いたいわけだ。まあそりゃそうだよな。赤で魔女は実在するって言われちまったら俺は花から
ご理解いただけて助かります。他の形の質問でしたらご協力できるかと思いますよ。
奴がはぐらかした副賞要求には答えられるか？この島の人数だ。
This is gonna be a complex number because of course if there's an entire mansion, there must be people in it.
My favorite scene ever.
It makes
is the
sense.
answer to this.
It makes sense to keep it fair for Butler. Yes, and also if you think about it, Beatrice is enjoying all the thing, so that's probably why she wants to continue the game. What were you saying? Sorry, I missed that.
That my favorite scene ever is the answer to this.
Ah, okay. I mean,
It's gonna be a while.
I mean, look at all this empty space. There's a lot of empty space here. And also, how do you... Okay. There's a conveniently space here for an extra person.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah. You got that when you saw it, I see.
お嬢様が保留されている副賞要求にもお嬢様の家具でございますので出過ぎた真似ができかねます。
Yeah, I was also yawning, so don't worry.
I don't know if I made an exaggerated gesture, trying to act like a lawyer retainer.
Yeah.
This guy's so shameless.
Yeah, no, I mean, of course, the father of Maria, we don't know who he is. Even Rosa they said, and Rosa never said who it was and all of that. But I mean, you really mean that it's never gonna appear? I don't believe that for even a second.
一瞬でも使えるやつと思ったのによ。諦めて他の質問を探すか。そうだ。
Okay.
大事なことを確認するのを忘れてた。これはベアとの思い出話なんだろ？いつの話なんだ？まさか現在ってことはないだろう。
はい、ここは1967年の世界。19年前の世界。
Yeah, okay, 19 years before. Mysterious Person X, yes, of course.
Let's try rearranging this story again. I wonder if it couldn't be something like this. Grandfather fell in unrequited love with a person called Beatrice. Then he confined her in this hidden mansion and continued to court her. But she was stubborn and didn't give in. Eventually, she grew pessimistic about being able to escape from here. And probably committed suicide. And then her soul was put in an homunculus and... No, if I accept that, it's the same as accepting the witch.
I mean, the interpretation of being a daughter or something could make sense, realistically speaking.
I can interpret that part like this. She probably had a posthumous daughter. The grandfather must have believed that her soul had been placed in a new physical body and might have thought that the child was the reincarnation of Beatrice. That means, at least 19 years ago, Beato existed on this island as the 19th person.
混乱してきたぜ。いずれにせよ、憶測の域を出ない。確実に赤で言えることは、1967年の六軒島の隠し屋敷に人間としてのベアトリーチェが存在した。
その通りで1967年の六軒島の隠し屋敷に人間としてのベアトリーチェ様が存在した。
おう、サンキュー。助かるぜ。
おめでとうございます。これでバトラ様の19人目の駒は、その存在がはっきりしました。バトラ様が熱望された18人以外に罪をなすりつけられる、いかなる罪をもなすりつけることのできる、生贄の羊。
Yeah, like you didn't give him these just because it's gonna make.
For it to be shattered in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
それがお嬢様とは実に愉快。
Ronove laughed indiscreetly. Somehow, I didn't like how he put that, so I didn't feel like laughing along with him.
そうだ。ローザおばさんは言った。
Ecco qua. There we go.
ベアトリーチェを
Southern Italian.
Stato in Italia.
私が殺した？どういう意味なんだ？
それは私の口から語るよりも、実際少々時計を進めましょう。
Ronove pulled a stylish pocket watch from his pocket and touched the watch stem. As soon as he did, I saw gold butterflies gather behind his back and take the form of a person. Was it Beato? I quickly realized that it was someone else.
Ah, of course.
It was her, the oldest sister of the Seven Stakes, who loved tormenting me more than her 3 meals a day. If I don't consider myself lucky to see that sexy ass, I wouldn't be able to keep up with her torture game.
I repeat, is an adolescent. This way of thinking is normal.
ロノウェ様、まだこちらにおられましたか。ベアトリーチェ様が至急お呼びです。
はて、至急のどのような少々、バトラ様とのおしゃべりが過ぎたようですね。それではバトラ様、私めはどうか引き続き、お嬢様とのゲームをお楽しみください。
へい、せいぜい楽しむぜ。あんたはデアトより話が弾むからな。赤も気前よく使ってくれるしよ。ぜひまたおしゃべりに来いよな。
バトラ様、私めもこう見えてもお嬢様の家具、お嬢様が望まぬことはできませんよ。私が語った赤は本来ならお嬢様が自らの口でへそを曲げてしまわれたお嬢様に代わって赤き真実を披露したに過ぎません。
やっぱ俺へそを曲げてたよな。
See me and Ronove incomprehensibly hitting it off. That Stakes and Nechan cocked her head curiously.
ロノウェ様、ベアトリーチェ様をお待たせしております。
ええ、直ちに参り。それではバトラ様、後ほど。ようやく仲良くなれてきましたね。やはり
It's not gonna end well.
友人になれる気がします。
I don't think that, but okay.
ベアとの陰口仲間ってことならな。
ロノウェ様。
はいはい、それでは失礼いたします。
Wow.
Maybe she didn't like seeing him act so friendly with me, or maybe she really had been told to hurry. When the stake Nechan let out a thunderous cry, Ronove laughed frivolously and disappeared, as if running away.
煉獄の七杭が長女のこの私がこの程度の用事で呼びつけられるなんて。ベアトリーチェ様もこの程度なら他の暇そうな妹たちに言いつければいいのに。
何をカリカリしてんだよ姉ちゃん。腹減ってんならクッキーでも食えよ。最後の一枚をくれてやるぜ。
気が利くじゃない。なら一ついただこうかしら。
I casually pushed the snack plate with the last remaining cookie over to her.
Oh, you want me to read now?
Oh, yes, sure. Thank you.
I knew it.
I knew it.
As the comment has appeared at the end of the sentence, a sharp sound pierced the table. The nails of the tree on three of her fingers extended grew sharp and pierced the space between my fingers on the hand that was pushing the plate, missing them by a hair's breadth. It had happened in an instant, so for a while I didn't even realize that her finger had grown. The tips of those sharp nails were like blades with a red manicure. The space between the base of my finger hurt sharply. Those razor-like blades had been plunged into the table a hair's breadth away from the back of my hand and my fingers. Because of those three blades, I was unable to even let my careless right hand tremble, and by now all I could do was let a bit of cold sweat drip down.
姉ちゃん、そろそろ爪を切った方がいいぜ。
ルシファーよ。それが誇り高き私のベアトリーチェ様にお仕えする名誉ある家具。煉獄の七杭が長女。
Didn't you say you were annoyed by that earlier?
他の面汚しな愚昧どもとはわけがち。それに見合った敬意を示さないと。
どう後悔するんだか。俺には見当もつかねえぜ。
バカな子ね。そんなに遊んでほしいの？そんなに忘れられないの？私の悔いを思いっきり奥の奥までねじ込んでたっぷりえぐって楽しませてあげるわよ。
くそったれ、いつか押し倒して同じセリフ言ってやるぜ。
あらそう？楽しみにしてるわね。
Butler would probably.
Yes, definitely. I mean, he said it earlier.
Yes. You asked for it.
Yeah, I mean, at this point.
Oh, that's a cool translation.
Nice translation.
Transition. Sorry.
Transition. Yeah. Rosa eventually regained her calm. The man wanted to hurry her into talking faster, but Kiryu intervened. Something like that really happened, and it would have been a terrible experience that Rosa wouldn't want to remember. After taking several deep breaths with her hand over her chest, it seemed that she had more or less resolved herself to talk.
あれはいくつの時だったのか。多分中学生か。よく覚えてない。
ってことはだいたい20年くらい前ってとこか。
Maybe 19.
あの頃の私はあまり成績が良くなくて、私なりに努力していたつもりだった。お母様の期待には全然応えられなくて。
母上はローザにも随分厳しかったな。当時は同情していたよ。
陰口ばっかだったくせによく言うわね。
Yeah, I bet you weren't doing that, right, Eva?
Yeah.
予算かエヴァ。それでローザさんはどこでベアトリーチェに会ったんや。
秀吉さん、今はせかしてはダメよ。いいのよ、ローザさん。楽に話して。
Thank you, Kiria.
Yeah.
ありがとう。あれはお母様に特にひどく叱られた日よ。
Okay, other flashback. Even though my tutor had promised to keep it a secret, apparently they told Mother all about how I had complained. Mother scolded me brutally, saying my name was a disgrace to the Yoshinomiya family. Of course I was doing the best I could. No pressure though. No pressure at all. But I had none of Krau's Nin-san dignity couldn't get excellent grades like Eva Nesan, and I had no leadership ability like Rudolf Nissan. I even stood out. I never stood out, didn't particularly excel at anything, and I found myself asking why I'd even been born into the Shinomiya family. I began to question more and more why I'd been born at all. This is what happened on the day I experienced my mind going blank for the first time. Only slightly, yeah, only just a little bit of pressure. For the first time in my life, I realized that in addition to facing or surrendering to my problems, I had the third choice of running away. So I say run away, there was no way I could have left Kojima and gone somewhere else. But anyway, I wanted to run away from the mansion and my own self at that time. In a way, it was like a kid running away from home, or maybe a passive sort of suicide.
いなくなりたかったの。あるいはいなくなることによって親を心配させたいという私は森の遥か奥に行けば後宮の家から逃れられ、あるいは迷子になって心配させることで仕返しができ、
それで行ってはいけないと言われていた森に。
ええ。
And I found a house.
海に沿うように。特に理由があったわけじゃないけれど、島をぐるりと回ればその反対側には誰も知らない場所があって、私だけの隠れ家になるような気がしたの。
浜辺からぐるっとってのは無理だな。途中で崖になっちまうだろ。あんなとこ通れるわけがねえぜ。
もちろんよ。だから通れる方へ通れる方へ、とにかく道なんかないひどい森だったけど、あの時の私にはそれが心地よかったの。それほどの険しい森を抜けたなら、その分後宮家から逃れられるって。
情けないわね。成績で叱られたならその分努力すればいいのに。
Ah, that's not the point.
Yeah, and also shut up, Eva.
それを言ってはいかんね。その代わりローザにはデザイナーとしての才能があったじゃないか。
Literally speaking, it was covering for Rosa. Anyway, I knew that Rosa's company hadn't been profitable. None of your company is profitable. Oh, thank you for the sub with Prime, Cherry Pies. Thank you.
You.
今は嫌味を言ってる場合じゃねえぜ。
No, all of you need money. You cannot say that the other dude was the other person. Oh yeah, you're not making any money. You also aren't. So shut up.
そして偶然たどり着いちまったんだな。ベアトリーチェの隠し屋敷に。
Rosa nodded weakly.
どのくらい歩いたんや。地図で場所が示せるんか。
It was 20 years ago, dude.
夏井さん、この島の地図はあるかいな。
いえ、今ここにはありませんが。
無理よ。適当に歩いただけだもの。地図を見せられたってわからないわ。それにあれから20年も経ってる。多分森へ行っても二度とたどり着けないわ。
Several people let out dejected sighs. For as long as we can end at a good point, so I don't know, as long as Off is gonna decide that.
What?
No, the Cherry's asking how long do we plan to stream? So
I know of a place I'd like to stop, but also that depends on how
long
I
it's gonna
can
take.
Also stay.
Yeah, that's okay.
I know a place though.
It was vividly clear that in their haste they thought some hint related to the witch's epitaph, or maybe even the gold itself might be resting there.
六軒島はこの屋敷の周りが整地されているだけに過ぎねえ。他は完全に未開で、前頭測量は相当の手間がかかるだろうな。
でも 確かに存在すると分かっただけでも収穫よ。お金はかかるだろうけど、例えば航空写真の会社に調査を、このお屋敷を建設した業者に当時のことを聞くとか、
Google Maps.
調べる方法あるかもしれないわね。
Would have been so easy.
そうね。
Yeah.
あるかないかもわからないものを探すよりはまだ方法があるはずよ。
早速調べる価値があるだろう。
その調査は兄弟合同でやるわよ。
Yeah. Actually, usually we do these on Monday, but Monday was my birthday, and this is like the birthday week for me, so different schedule this week. But normally it's a Monday, the Umineko.
Otherwise, Beatrice is going to get mad.
Otherwise, Beatrice is gonna get mad, and we're gonna have a lot of stuff. Asking if you read Higurashi, Ofi, also.
I read the first 2 chapters of Higurashi. I just watched all of the anime that came out about it.
Ah, that's okay.
Just because Umineko
that-
as a setting inspired me more to read it than Higurashi, honestly.
Makes sense. Thank you for the
But
late happy birthday.
But I read Chiconia.
There we go.
兄さん一人ではさせないわ。
Wasn't yet certain that the gold was hidden in that secret mansion, but the sparks seemed to have started flying between Kraus and Eva already.
兄貴たち、今はよせよ。
Oh, you're also playing Silent Hill F. I'm actually gonna we both of us are actually gonna start it next week.
I'm so scared.
Yeah. Also, I would like to pinpoint that Off is not used to horror games, so
No.
she's gonna poop her pants.
That's going to be my first Silent Hill as well. And
I mean-
I told this to a colleague today because they went up to me and said, "Oh my God, have you started it? Have you started it?" And I was like, "No, I just opened it just to check if my PC would support it." And then I said, "It's going to be my first Silent Hill. I'm so scared." They looked up to me and went like, "Good luck," and then left. I'm so scared.
Okay. Usually, Silent Hill is pretty scary in certain moments, and I mean like scary, not a jump scare. I mean scary. I'm pooping my pants right now. So good luck with that.
Oh God. But it's written by Ryukishi. I really want to play it.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense, of course. It's hard to play at night, but you're covered in this. Yeah, it makes sense. Office really liking Chiconia, but it's not finished yet, so I don't know if she can really judge.
It's what I can judge is the pacing. The pacing is extremely better than both Higurashi and Umineko.
I see.
Extremely better. But I think the structure of the game is different, so there's no really need for all of the repetitions that are present
Yeah,
in
it makes
both games.
sense. It makes sense also.
So it's a bit different in that sense. The soundtrack in Chiconia is not as good as Umineko, but it's still really cute. And the story is way shorter for now, but it's written so well, so well. So if you have the chance, give it a chance. I think you will not be disappointed.
Silent Hill on the remakes comment. Okay, Silent Hill 2, there's the remake, but personally, I tried it. I wouldn't really recommend it. Get the PC version and download the enhanced mod, and that's better. Just because you're like too strong in that game.
Oh.
You lose a lot of core of the game, in my opinion. But you'll see. But I mean, playing the remake could be fair also.
Sorry if I'm not talking about Umineko right now, but since we are both about to start Silent Hill Laugh next week, how would you say I should pick as difficulty level? Because I noticed that there's a Silent Hill difficulty level.
Okay, wait. Silent Hill usually is a difficulty for puzzles and difficulties for the fight. They're separated. So
Yeah.
I mean, Silent Hill usually
what
is
do you say
not
I should
that hard. How much are you use on survival horror? I think none at all.
No.
Okay, so how many difficulties there are?
3.
3. So easy,
Story
normal.
mode, Silent Hill mode, and the hard mode.
Okay.
Lost in the fog.
Yeah, okay. Don't do the hard one at all. Avoid that. Avoid that. Like, it doesn't exist. The normal difficulty usually is pretty fair. You play a lot of different games. Just remember one thing.
Yes.
Silent Hill is a survival horror, old style. That means you need to not waste your ammo and not waste items. They are counted. They are in a finished number.
Oh.
So
okay.
Look for that. Usually in the easy mode there's like a lot more of those items. I think it can invalidate the experience. So I would suggest play it in normal mode. But if you think it's too hard for you, I don't see it. You can change the difficulty whatever you want probably. So I don't see that could be a problem.
I think I'm going to choose the normal one.
Puzzle-wise, some puzzles can be very hard. So I suggest starting from normal as well.
Okay. Thank you.
Also, some puzzles sometimes are a bit strange or tricky. So you'll see.
Thank you.
Puzzle only struggle was the first one. The rest you could follow well. I mean, it depends. I think starting on normal difficulty both would be okay for someone who never played. I don't think the new game is gonna be that hard.
I'm scared.
That's what the game is supposed to make you scared. That's the experience. Listen, when I'm playing an horror game, I want to poop my pants. If the game doesn't make me poop my pants, that means it failed on being what it is, which is an horror game.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
By the way, let's continue.
Sorry for the detour.
No, that's okay.
続きを話してくれ。
Okay. New music?
Yes. This is new, right?
The music, yes. I think.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure it's new. Blindly, randomly, I kept running on and on. Suddenly I came across something I thought it was an animal trail. I was very tired and no idea how far I'd walked. So at that time, I naturally took the easiest path. As I did, suddenly, right before my eyes, a very tall fence appeared. It was a fence wonderfully adorned in a Gothic style. For an instant, I thought it got turned around and returned to the original mansion. Of course, there were fences around the mansion to stop us from entering the forest, but this fence was decorated differently and, moreover, was very tall. It probably reached a full 2 stories up. Okay, so really tall.
Very tall, yes.
It was covered with ivy and created a mysterious, solemn atmosphere. At the time, I believed the legend of the Witch of the Forest. I believed in the legend of the Witch of the Forest, Beatrice. I had been told that she was frightening. Or some of the servants told me that she'd sometimes help you if you respected her. Since I had little confidence in those days, I believed the only way I could be saved was by receiving her help. That's why I thought what I did. I believe that this was the fence of the mansion belonging to Beatrice, the Witch of the Forest. I said that if I could meet Beatrice, she'd definitely save me. So I decided to try going in. But the fence was very, very tall and didn't look like I'd be able to go over it. So I chose to walk around it. I thought that if I did, I'd eventually reach a gate. But it wasn't that easy. The fence had an incredible length to match its incredible height. And no matter how far I went, I didn't reach a corner. I might have encircled a massive area, or maybe just had that impression, because my child legs made it difficult to walk through the forest, probably a little bit of both. Anyway, I couldn't find the gate for a while, and I started to feel sad, so the witch had rejected me. As I did, I eventually came upon a large tree, whose twisted root had bent the fence. It might get my clothes dirty, but if I crawled, it looked like I'd be able to sneak in.
そこが隠し屋敷だったの。
あれが私たちの言う隠し屋敷なのかはわからない。でも少なくとも私たちの知る場所ではなかったわ。
It wasn't as though I came out into a garden as soon as I passed the fence. I had to continue through a lot more uncultivated forest after that. So it was like the last safety measure. As I did, the forest suddenly opened up. What appeared there was an unbelievably fantastical scene. To take on Rokkenjima, where I thought only we lived. But there could be such a wonderful mansion hidden away. A beautiful flower garden spanned the front of the mansion. It was a flower garden of a completely different design from the rose garden we know so well, and it was very lovely. Of course, the mansion was also wonderful. It was a couple sizes smaller than ours, but it was still elegant and adorable at the same time. Then I saw her figure. I saw her sitting in a garden chair, positioned to give a view of the flower garden, wearing an elegant dress. It was that black dress embroidered in gold that we would later know from that portrait. I hadn't seen an elegant dress like that except in fairy tales and on stage of musicals. For a person to be wearing it as their normal clothes, that in itself seemed quite fantastical. The mysterious scene was enough to make me lose my sense of reality. If someone had told me that it was a dream, I might have nodded obediently and waited to wake up in my bed. I had forgotten to hide myself in my shock, so she eventually spotted me. At first, her expression was quite listless. But when she noticed me, her eyes opened very wide. It was only natural, considering that a guest she didn't know had suddenly appeared. I lowered my head automatically, planning to greet her and apologize for entering without permission.
そなたは誰か新しい庭師なのか
Those were the first words she said to me. I grew slightly calmer, because I realized that we could talk to each other. Because I hadn't been turned into a frog just by meeting her eyes like a terrifying witch in a fairy tale.
ごめんなさい。勝手にお庭に立ち入って。すみません。そなたは誰か名乗るがよい。後ろ宮ローザと言います。後ろ宮。ほう、金蔵の一族の人間なのか？はい、金蔵の娘です。こんにちは。
That's not good afternoon, but okay. Was a little surprised. After all, father was a great man, feared by everyone. And yet she had spoken of him without using honorifics. So I was immediately terrified of her. After all, if she could refer to my person father that way, she must be a witch with incredible power. After staring at me curiously, she beckoned me to come over. Frightened as I was, I obeyed. After all, though, she might really turn me into a frog. The closer I got, the stronger that fear became. After all, as I keep saying over and over, the woman and her dress and the flower garden and the mansion, the whole picture was so fantastical and beautiful that it seemed separate from reality. But it wouldn't have surprised me at all to learn that she really was a witch. Guess what? And really was lucky. She didn't turn me into a frog. As I actually stood there, stock still, she motioned to an open chair and urged me to sit down. What did you say? Ah, CG. Cute.
She's so cute.
Yeah. As she said this, she let an unhappy smile to show for just an instant. Because I was full of a strange mix of tension and excitement, I really asked her a question all of a sudden. Yep.
まさにあの肖像画の通りよ。
お父さんの想像の中の魔女じゃなかったんやな。
それであなたは彼女と何を話したの？
彼女はお茶を入れながら私のことをいろいろと聞いたわ。まず森を抜けてやってきたことを驚かれた。彼女は柵の外には危険な狼がたくさんいると信じていたみたいだった。だから私が森を抜けてたどり着いたと言ったらとても驚いていたわ。どうやって狼から逃れたのか、ビスケットを渡して許してもらったのか、それとも魔法の街灯をかぶってなんて感じのことを言ってたっけ。
そりゃ確かに魔女面白いお人や。
あなた黙って。ずいぶん昔だけど、お父様は森には狼が住んでいるから近寄ってはならないって。
What if that was just a big lie? Also, wolves don't live in islands. Just between you and me.
Never thought about that, but I'll be honest.
I mean, there could be any other animal, but usually wolves are not on islands.
Oh,
On
no,
islands, usually there's smaller animals. On islands around the big country, I mean.
バカらしいね。日本の狼はとっくの昔に絶滅している。
There we go. I was about to ask that.
That's also that.
子供騙だな。
I mean, it could have been... Were they already existing? Oh yeah, in the 80s they were existing, yes, already. Of course, so it makes sense.
記憶にねえな、そんな話。親父に聞かされたっけ？ 森には魔女だろ。狼なんて話聞いたことないぜ。
あんたがまだ小学校だった子覚えてない？そしたらあんた、むしろ狼を撫でてみたいなんて言い、お父様はすぐに狼の話を引っ込めて、もう、
of
その
course.
嘘っぽいことと言っ
当時のルドルフには狼よりも魔女の話の方がてきめんだったね。よく
Understandable.
覚えているよ。私の背中にしがみついた夜があったことを覚えているかね。
ルドルフさんにもそんな可愛らしい時代があったのね。
うるせえな、子供の頃の話だぜ。
まあとにかくベアトリーチェを閉じ込めていたのがお父さんなら、同じ狼の話をするのは道理ね。彼にとって六軒島の広大な森は後ろ宮家と愛人の屋敷という相入れない二つの異世界を分断する、超えては。
柵の高さを考えると、どうやら親父殿は庭ごと丸々を座敷牢にしたようだ。
Basically, yes.
さながら二つの世界を分ける国境も同然だったのだろう。
狼はともかく野犬の類でもいたのではありませんか。そのための策だったかもしれません。
六軒島に狼も野犬もいない。その策は、兄さんやキリエ、ベアトリーチェと私たちの間の国境だったんでしょうね。
しかし狼の話を素直に信じるなんて、なんちゅうか純朴。わしの想像していた魔女とは随分違う感じやで。
そうね。それは私も感じたわ。とても尊大で、確かに魔女のイメージ通りの人、どこかとても子供っぽくて、なんていうのか素直すぎるというか、世間知らずな印象を受けたわ。
Hmm.
例えるなら本当におとぎの国の人みたいというか、本当に不思議な人だったわ。
それからどうしたんだ。親父の話とかは出たのか。
ええ、何日かに一度。約束されている日もあれば突然の日もあったそうだけど、ふらりとお父様が訪れては一緒にお茶を飲んだり散歩したりしたんですって。
なるほど、まさに愛人といったところ。やれやれ、いくつ年下か知らんが、親父殿もやるね。
What are
Oh, dude. Okay.
That's
い
harsh.
かがわしい意味での
Your
行動は
wife is
なかった
right
と
there.
確信しています。
Also.
バカね。男と女の仰せに色気がないはずないじゃない。それでどうしたの？それから何の話を？
私の自己紹介をしたので、逆にそうしたら急になんていうのか、とても気だるそうな、寂しそうな。私が初めて彼女の顔を見た時に浮かべていたのと同じ。
まあ秘密の愛人だからな。好き勝手に歩かれてお袋に見つかっちまったらことだ。
Yep.
きっと軟禁に近い状態だったろう。綺麗なドレスに綺麗な屋敷や庭があっても、そりゃ苦労もあったろう。それで
彼女はきっと何か悩みがあった。それを私もとても悲しかったのを覚えてる。私と一緒にいることさえ忘れて、遠くをぼんやり見ながら、ずっと私はきっと失言してしまったに違いないと思ったんだけど、謝罪の言葉すらも口にしていいような雰囲気じゃなくて。だから私も彼女が私と一緒にいることを思い出してくれるまでずっと黙ってた。
And then she muttered unexpectedly.
柵の向こうには本当に狼などおらぬのか。 はい。狼なんて動物園でも見たことないです。動物園とは何か？ああ、いろんな動物が飼われているところです。象とかキリンとかパンダとか珍しい動物がいっぱいいますよ。動物園に狼はいないのか？なら怖くないかもしれんな。
That expression is so
狼がいたとしても
Yeah.
動物はみんな檻に入ってますから安全です。だから安心して見学できるんですよ。
The mighty witch of the forest was apparently terrified of wolves. I remember it looked pretty funny to me at the time.
それはわらわとどう違うのか。
She didn't know about zoos. I explained how fun our zoos could be. It was very difficult for a person like her who had never visited one to understand. On the contrary, as I explained to her, her expression grew increasingly dismal. She couldn't see the difference. Apparently, even though she lived in an elegant mansion that was surrounded by high fence and seemed to lack for nothing, she couldn't see how many different animals shut up in cages.
わらわは何者、皆はわらわのことをベアトリーチェと呼ぶ。それは確かにそなたの言うように偉大な魔女の名前らしい。しかしわらわには魔法など何も。わらわはその魔女の魂
Wait, she cannot use magic?
封じられているだけなのだ。
The human, right?
But wasn't she learning from the teacher?
Maybe. We have a pretty large gap there.
Yeah, there's some space between the two things. So there was definitely something odd about her. Even just being cut off from the world. It seems she truly believed the magic exists. I think she talked about lots of weird things, but I don't remember the details. All I thought was that this might be a person to be pitied. She was unable to leave this mansion of her own free will, a prisoner without even realizing it. And she didn't know anything about the outside world, didn't even understand who she was. She probably vaguely realized that she was to be pitied. But since she didn't know anything, she seemed incapable of recognizing her own unhappiness. Long ago, when I told Nissan that I felt sorry for a bird in a cage, she said this. A bird only knows about the inside of a cage, doesn't long for the outside. But this wasn't a bird. It really was a person. Even if she'd never been outside the cage, she understood that there was more to the world. So, I invited her.
柵の外へ出てみますか？本当に狼はいないのか？いないですよ。絶対平気ですから。出たいぞ。だが、いつも門は閉まっている。私が入ってきたところがあります。くぐり抜けられる隙間があるんです。そこを抜ければ外の世界があるのか？はい。狼は本当にいない。
I go with the wolves.
はい、来ませんよ。
I'd only planned on inviting her to go on a short walk, but she kept looking over her shoulder at the mansion, as though she was seriously worrying over the decision. Then I learned what she was preparing herself for.
わらわはもうここは嫌だ。外へ出たい。そしてわらわが何者で、この世界はどうなっていって、わらわは何のために生まれてきたのかを知りたい。
Didn't know what her life had been like before then. It was probably something she couldn't express easily. If it was hard, she just had to say she wanted to escape. If it was sweet, she just had to say she'd stay. For example, it was like how a hot fireplace on a winter day makes the air get thicker and thicker, giving you a headache. Even though you know you shouldn't keep things the way they are, you still need courage to open the window be tormented by the cold wind. She was starting to realize she couldn't stay there forever. She was starting to realize that she had to go outside someday. But since she didn't know about the outside world, she must have needed courage to take that unspeakable first step outside. And despite that, she had made her decision. She voiced a decision to go outside, a decision she would probably make it for the first time in her life. I hesitated for a moment. Father had decided that she should live here. She was like Father's beloved bird in a cage. If I just let her escape, Father might scold me harshly.
見たい。え？何を？動物園が。
She's too cute right now.
Oh my god. She wasn't this cute in the pachinko version. She had a similar sprite to this, but she just looked smiley. This is so cute to my heart. I can't handle
I
this.
am dying of diabetes right now, for real.
Yes.
I was just a little surprised when she finally gave me a gentle smile. Could that have been a farsightedness brought about by her decision to venture out from her cage? Was a smile so gentle, I couldn't imagine that it had come from that one dark face.
そなたと話すと知らないことばかり出てくる。
By the way, the voice actors is basically doing a completely different voice right now,
Yes.
and I would like to pinpoint that. Wow.
She's so good.
Yeah.
わらわは学校なるものもわからぬし、動物園、映画館も知らぬ、遊園地も知らぬ。そしてそれを知りたいと心の底から思う。そなたはわらわをそこへ連れて行ってくれるのか？
I was nervous about how I could keep it a secret from Father, but her face looked so happy, so I went along with her and nodded. She seemed not to notice the meaning behind my vague smile. She seemed to believe that I'd really take her to all those places, just pure and genuine. She'd probably never been tricked by anyone. No, maybe it's better to say that she'd never learned how to doubt. Her smile was somewhat radiant and yet pathetic. I want to find a way to grant her modest wish.
わらわはもうベアトリーチェは嫌だ。わらわが何者なのか、ベアトリーチェではない新しい人間を始めたい。だからここから連れ出してほしい。もう紅茶もいらぬ、ドレスもいらぬ、金蔵とも二度と会わぬ。ここよりわらわを連れ出して。ローザ。
I bet this responsibility was one that a child like me couldn't hope to fully bear. Still, when I saw her serious gaze along with that brilliant smile that made it look as though as a possessing spirit left there, I could feel a little courage start to rise up inside me. It was definitely something that would get me into a lot of trouble, and yet it was definitely the right thing to do. I don't know how it'll turn out, but I'll take her away from here. This is gonna end horribly. Okay. Of course, I want to be able to talk to Father and not Mother either. Should I talk to Onisama or One-sama? No. What about that reliable Genji-san? Or, that's right, what about Kumasawa-san, to whom I can always talk when I'm in trouble? I'm sure I'll be able to do something. Anyway, for now, I'll take her out of here. This was already a place she didn't want to be. So I took her to the crack in the fence and led her outside. She was all nervous, checking to make sure there were no wolves around, but once that fear disappeared, even just walking around this dense forest seemed to be fun somehow. Every time she found something, she'd ask me about it. And they were all really trivial things. Was that flower? Was that leaf? And the sound? And the smell? I was really like the inside of that fence had been her entire world. So now that she traveled beyond the limits of her world, it's strange. When I first saw her, I really thought she was the witch herself, relaxing inside the witch's mansion. But now it was different. Or actually the complete opposite. She left that world she'd believed to be finite and was overjoyed at the realization the world was endless, something she never thought of before. So everything she saw was new. It was almost as though she was the one who had been thrown into a fairy tale. If she was Alice, then I felt more like a rabbit holding a watch. To her, it was probably a really fun walk, filled to the brim with excitement. But I was actually at a loss at what to do. After all, I walked randomly to get there. Of course I didn't know the way back to our mansion. There were no lights in the forest, and I hadn't brought a flashlight. I realized it would be terrible if it got dark while we were still like this, and grew impatient. She was too innocent. And apparently she couldn't understand at all how frightening it would be to face the night inside the forest. But I was the one who brought her outside. I had to take responsibility somehow and resolve the situation. So I had a thought. Let's go out to the ocean for now. We follow the beach around, we should eventually make it back to the mansion. That is actually a good idea. However, there was much more of a problem than I'd imagined. Didn't have a map or a compass. I mean, if you go straight, sooner or later you're gonna find the end of the island. There was no way I could walk in a straight line through an uncultivated forest, and I immediately lost my sense of direction. Okay, never mind. I really had no clue which trail I'd come by and was completely lost. At this rate, night would definitely fall before I had a clue where to walk. But this was no time to cry. After all, the one following me was so innocent and having so much fun. So I definitely had to lead the way through this forest, for the sake of her smile as well. Gritting my teeth so that she didn't see me looking troubled, I pushed my way through the woods, advancing down a path that wasn't a path. There we go. Then, after going through various trouble, I fortunately managed to reach the ocean. At that time, I didn't even have a clue where I was on the island. For the time being, I was just a little reassured. Realizing that if I just went around this way, I would surely be able to return to the mansion. However, though I had reached the ocean, we were at the top of a rock cliff, which was far below us. I was tired from walking around the forest so long, so I figured that an open area, even a rocky beach, would probably be much easier to walk in. So I suggested that we go down that... Oh, this is a bad idea. Looked pretty dangerous, but I figured there was no other way. However, Beatrice agreed to my plan without any doubts. Even though she was probably older than me, she meekly obeyed, almost as she were some kind of chick who thought I was her mother.
We have the background for the cliff as well, I see.
Yep. I read to see if there was some part of the cliff I'd be able to get down. Then I found a place where the cliff had fallen over and made a slope. It looked a little dangerous, but if I went down using both hands and both legs while I was crawling, I thought I'd probably be okay.
ここを降りましょう。気をつけないと危ないけど、とにかく海岸に降りて、あとは沿って歩けば、もう迷わずに済むと思うの。うん。ローザがそうするのならそうしようぞ。わらわは迷うとやらもとても愉快だ。
She really had no sense of danger. There was probably no doubt that she'd live alive without discomfort. Even though she knew it would get dark when night fell, she couldn't imagine how dangerous the inside of a forest could be without a light. Furthermore, it seemed that she couldn't grasp at all how dangerous it might be if she fell from the cliff. I warned her repeatedly to be careful. I cautiously examined our potential route down. It seemed to be quite a long drop. I think it might have been about 10 meters down. If you looked at it from the bottom up, it would probably have looked shorter than the roof of the mansion. August 12, 2036, the heat death of the universe. Isn't that a little bit too soon? But looking from the top, it felt almost like staring down from the observation room on Tokyo Tower. But Beatrice still appeared to be completely without fear. It felt as though she had never even been told that high places were dangerous, and that's probably what happened. No, maybe she believed that she was a witch, that she could fly, so there wasn't any need to worry.
気をつけてくださいね。結構高いから。気をつけるぞ。下へ降りたら海があるな。そこに水族館がある。いえ、この島でも海にはたくさんの魚が。そうか、魚はいるの。そなたが話してくれたクジラとかイルカとか。
Penguins, yes, definitely.
いえ、そういうのは水族館に行かないと。水族館は島を出ないとないですよ。そうなのか。だが楽しみだ。クジラとはどんな魚なのか。すっごく大きな魚で、あれ、哺乳類かな。それで潮を吹いたりします。ほう、ならば頭のいい魚で、あれ、これも哺乳類だっけ。とても頭が良くて芸とかを覚えられるんですよ。ならばペンギンはどうなのか。あれ、これは鳥類だっけ。なんだ、水族館なのにさっきから魚が出てこんぞ。
Yep.
まあその魚だけでなくいろいろな海の生き物がいっぱいいるんですよ。ほほ、それはとても楽しみだ。
Cute. Oh.
Take a deep breath.
Okay, it's gonna happen right now, isn't it?
Yep.
She let what might have been a funny, rushed and short cry. It was probably a scream. Came right out of the blue. Her body separated from the cliff and silently fell. I merely wanted to say something to her. I wanted to say, didn't I tell you to be more careful? It was the thought of a child. It was how a child immediately gets mad when something bad happens, trying to find an excuse to show it wasn't their fault. Of course I said it out loud. Are you okay? Didn't I warn you over and over? Yep.
それで崖から落ちてどうなったんだ。
彼女はどうしたの、ローザ。
Rosa fell silent. Her gaze dropped to her feet as though she were seen through the floor into some disgusting memory. It was a brutal war where the one Rosa had most wanted to avoid. And when she was hit with them, she screamed in resignation.
死んだわ。岩浜だったもの。尖った危険な岩がたくさんむき出しになっていた。目を見開いたまますごい血が溢れ出して、たちまち
Oh, Ben.
真っ赤な絨毯を広げていった。声をかけたわ、揺さぶったわ。でも彼女は返事はおろか、瞬きすらも。
Man, for kids must be horrible.
私が悪いのよ。彼女はドレス姿だったのよ。あんな動きにくい格好なのを知っていたのに、私が歌舞伎を降りようなんて言ってしまったから。
Girl, you were like 9, 8, maybe even less.
彼女はすごい素直だったから、私の言うことに何の疑いもせずに従って。
いつまで死んでいるつもり。いい加減に目を覚ませ。まったくわらわの預かり知れぬところで勝手に肉塊に姿を変えようって。
Butler.
Butler,
Remember
yeah.
about the 19 person.
おめえのとこの太もも姉ちゃんとイチャついてただけだぜ。
your ass nature friends.
それより
Yeah, it did
どう
happen.
いうことだ。
見たままよ。わらわは足を踏み外して転落し死んだ。
なんだと19人目として登場しておきながら死んだだと。ふざけるな、そんなわけはない。ローザおばさんは子供だったし焦ってた。医者がいたわけでもない。多分死んだと誤解しただけで、お前は多分その仮死状態か何かで生きていたんだ。
You could have said passed out, but okay.
そうだろ。
It can't be true. She's got to be alive. Otherwise, how can she be here? The kid aged. Kid aged. Okay, in that sense, okay. Aunt Rosa shook Beatrice's body, crying. I stared into that face too. But her eyes were still open, and it was really a corpse. I wanted to dodge the issue by saying something vague, like she must be playing dead. But no matter how I looked at it, it didn't look fake at all. It really looked like she was dead. She had fallen up inside down from a cliff on that height, and her head had smashed again against the pointed tip of the sharp rocks. Yeah, you probably would die after landing on those rocks from that height. Hmm?
Wouldn't you say, Butler?
Yeah, but I couldn't accept it. No matter how dead she looked, she had to be alive. Then she wanted to become this damned irritating witch. That makes all the inconsistencies fit. Grandfather must have kept her confined constantly in a hidden mansion to take revenge for that. Then to take revenge of it, she committed several atrocious murders. Aunt Rosa probably just mistakenly thought she was dead. She was actually alive, and as soon as Aunt Rosa left, would miraculously breathe again. Then she somehow lived on until today and opened the curtain on her revenge drama. And that's why Robert told you the red phrase earlier, definitely. Otherwise, the facts doesn't fit together.
そう簡単には騙す。赤で復唱できるか。確かに死んだと。どうせ生きてるんだろ。見え見えだぜ。
それのどこが生きているように見えるという。間違いなく死んでいる。
Yep.
There we go.
My theory that the 19th person was grandfather's mistress, a human Beatrice, had been defeated. I had planned to strike back from an advancing position, but...
なら、お前は何も、お前はたった今、死んだんだろ。まさか魔法で蘇ったとか言い出すんじゃねえだろうな。
すでに説明したと思うがな。
No?
そこに倒れているわらわは、確かに魂はわらわ、その体は、わらわをうつしおへつなぎ止めて、
okay.
肉の檻、そしてその肉の檻が、こうして壊れた。それがどういうことかわかるか？
もうさっぱりだぜ。好きなだけ魔女っ子トークに興じろよ。チャカの代わりに聞いてやら。なんだ空っぽか。おい、紅茶のおかわりを頼むぜ。
ロノウェ、客人が紅茶をお望みだ。
I better clap their hands or nowhere appeared. But they're sure are convenient.
おかわりですね。かしこまりました。どの程度お継ぎしましょうか。
どうせチャカがボリューム半分でいいぜ。
それでもなみなみとお入れするのが英国式でございますよ。
Even though just enough to wet Metro would be fine if he lives to the top. So basically, appears, do whatever he wants, refuses to explain, disappears.
I think we can stop here.
Okay.
I mean, wait, let this scene end.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be at the end. Rosa shook me. No, shook the cards that once beat me. I watched over air from a short distance away. Ah, so I fell from there and died. For a while, I believed that was true. So Rosa spent a long time beside my corpse, then watched her as she ran away. I realized that I was a different individual from that corpse. Ah, that's how she got her memories back? Okay, because she wasn't confined anymore. I see.
Soundtrack is also new, I
Mhm.
think.
Yes. Eventually I felt the memory returning. I thought I was an endless witch who had lived for 1,000 years. Then I remembered that I'd been summoned by Kinzo, and that I'd been imprisoned by him for a long time. While being imprisoned in a cage of flesh, I completely lost my memory as a witch. However, thanks to Rosa, if you could say that, thanks to my accident death, and I'd now finally regained myself.
ローザ、そなたはわらわを死なせてしまったと後悔しているだろうが、わらわにとっては感謝したいくらいよ。
I couldn't see Rosa anymore. Did she go to call the doctor, or was she so terrified that she ran away? Probably the second one. It no longer matters. That soulless shell no longer has any value. And yet, I'm so frail now. Even this glorious midday sun is agony to me.
What?
See? Told you. Was more direct. I destroyed my human form. Then I changed into several gold butterflies. Yes, with my magical power, as frail as it is now, this form is easier to maintain. To escape even a little from the light of the sun, I rode the wind and gently flew up the side of the cliff. It will probably be a bit cooler in the forest. Anyway, I'll take some time to recuperate and regain my former power. As I ponder how to make Kinzo pay up all he owes me. Dancing along through the air, I look down at the shore one more time. On the rocky shore lay the figure of what had once been me, the figure I would be eventually regain. To regain the form of that physical body I had thrown away, it would probably take more than 100, 200 days. And it might require 1,000 days, or perhaps even more. However, I am the Endless Witch, the Golden Witch who had lived for 1,000 years. Waiting any countable number of days would be no problem. Oh, Kinzo. I regret that you are not here now. No longer will you be able to capture me. I cannot do that iconic Beatrice love. Yeah, okay, thank you. Okay, this is the end of the scene, definitely.
Yes.
There we go.
There we go.
That's the laugh I was talking about.
Yes.
それで、お前は黄金の蝶に姿を変え、森の中に潜んで、
Should we stop at this point?
ってのか?
I guess.
Okay, let me actually save then before I forget.
How did you like it?
A lot. It was... I mean, the scene of her death, it was more or less what I was expecting to be. Of course. It would actually make sense with all of that. So I have also one question.
Yes.
The teacher is before this homunculus form then?
Question mark.
It is a question mark. It is a question.
Yes.
Because on that mention she was alone. And she knew the magic existed, probably because she saw Kinzo doing it. But it would make sense for her teacher to be there. She didn't know how to use magic. She said it herself. I have the name of a witch, but I don't know how to use magic. But I cannot use magic.
So maybe it was before.
I suppose it was before.
Maybe.
I mean, it was still a mention. Maybe another, could be any other mention in existing. I don't know.
We will see.
Definitely.
We will see. And
Definitely.
next time in
Next time
Umineko,
in Umineko.
one of my favorite scenes.
Ah, I see. I see.
At least I'm pretty sure it's right
It's there. Okay. Well, there's gonna be a lot of revelations in this chapter. Then, if we are starting like that, I suppose.
Yes. Mm-hmm. It's pretty dense.
Okay. I want to check something. That's why it's working.
Oh, that soundtrack, if I remember correctly, it's called the Soul to Soul.
Soul to Soul. Oh, I see.
Oh, my beloved witch Beatrice.
Because could it be the shore that is thing is talking about? Is the shore where Beatrice died? Because it said there sleeps the key to the Golden Land. I mean, sleeps like she's someone dead, could be said, and also the key to the Golden Land could be her actual dead body.
It's an interpretation.
I don't know about the rest, of course, but where is it? Ah, it's here.
You can keep it in mind for sure.
Yeah, I mean, even my beloved hometown could be the mansion. Follow spot downstream stage of the key, it will make sense. You will see a village. Could be is interpreted as the other, the actual Kinzo house. Look for a shore that will tell you. Go to the shore. There's leave the key. I mean, it could be a way of reading it, but I don't know if it's true or not.
It could be.
By the way, okay. Anything to say before we go? You yourself? Apart that next week we're gonna start Silent Hill F.
Oh god. Nope. Next week I will resume.
I hope
streaming activities.
I hope that day I can watch the stream because I really want to know your reaction on a horror game.
Tell me when you're free, and I will schedule it accordingly.
I mean, you know my schedule. It's more or less the same, so you know.
I will make sure.
Okay, next stream is gonna be Friday. There's gonna be the birthday / anniversary collab because it's more or less the same day. There's gonna be a big collab. I'm gonna play Peak with lots of friends. Also, Offie is gonna be there. Gonna be playing Peak. What the heck? Okay, Peak. We're probably gonna die horribly, kind of like Beatrice did right now, more or less.
Yeah, exactly.
More or less in that way. Okay, everyone, thank you for being here. I'll see you in a bit in a PixelBit. Good night. Bye.